All aboard, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Toppy V.A. Hold on, let me redo that. All aboard, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Toppy V.A. and today or tonight, we are playing Z.A.T.O. Z.A.T.O. I love the world and everything in it. And so, with all that said, let's just get right to it. Ooh, is this snowing? Nice. Did you know? Let me retry that. Did you know that our sun is a very unusual star? To start with, it's a yellow dwarf. Th- those constitute for just 7 to 10% of all stars in the universe. It's an outlier. Dang it. It's an outlier even among those. Most yellow dwarfs are primarily covered with dark spots. The sun isn't. The majority of its surface is bright. In fact, it has three times the number of lights. It has three times the number of light spots than it does the dark spots. Sure, its overall brightness index is nothing special. You could call it you could even call it underwhelming compared to other stars of its type. But even so, it works harder than most to shine as bright as it can. And I find that really cute. You do. I don't remember where I read about this. Must have been some newspaper from years ago. But that small piece of trivia still pops in my mind whenever I look up at the morning sky. It's not much of a view, to be honest. Not much of a sky, not much of a sun. I guess that's the kind of region it is. Some people say the sun is just lazing around in our parts. What with the constant snow. But people that go around saying that, well, they clearly haven't read that newspaper. There's a newspaper? What is it about? The more I thought about things like that and the more I learned, the more I realized how incredible everything is. I'm not just saying that to mean amazing. I mean improbable. You can't deny the world is full of great coincidences. It's to the point where I've begun to ask myself how much of it we can attribute to pure chance. Uh, what'd I do? Wait. Return. Aha! We're back. The universe was so kind as to give us both a star and a planet with a perfect. Come on, man. The universe was so kind as to give us both a star and a planet with the perfect conditions for sentient life. Just the slightest fact, just the slightest fluctuation of of the comp- of the composition of our atmosphere, the size of the globe, or the distance between Earth and the Sun, and none of the beauty surrounding us would exist. Jesus, that's dark. Some would call it a miracle. And of course, that's a lovely way to put it. But isn't that giving the world we're living in too little credit? But it's not that I subscribe to the anthropic principle or anything. No, let's do that over. But it's not that I subscribe to the anthropic principle or anything. I'm not so arrogant as to believe the universe exists just for our sake. Or rather, I'm not so sure it exists solely to be observed. When a baby is born, it's not preoccupied with how it is perceived. When a baby is uh, how, that conscious need emerges later as the child develops self-awareness. Until that point, its curiosity is aimed at its surroundings. So, if anything, it's the opposite of what the anthropic principle entails. We're social creatures, so the need to be observed makes sense for our survival. But to say the universe itself shares that priority, it just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna make so much fun of myself when editing this with all the stuttering and whatever. Uh, Although you can also think about it this way. A child is curious about the world because it perceives the world as external. But what if the child is the world? What if all that it could ever observe existed within itself? What can the what can the all encompass what can the all encompassing universe be curious about? There's nothing but itself, so nothing but there's nothing but itself, so nothing but itself. There's nothing else to care about in the whole wide world. It is the world. Duh. Oh wait. Now this makes perfect sense. If I put it like that, I guess the universe has no choice but to be self-centered. Even if this wasn't the case when it was born, what if the universe developed a desire to be perceived by others as it matured? The same way that a child would. And what do we do when we want others to perceive us as a certain way? We try to mold ourselves accordingly. Ah! I think I get it now. The universe gradually felt the desire to be seen. It wanted to be admired, loved, and observed because there's nothing more a world can do but to observe itself. It's the best and only pastime there is, as far as the world is concerned. And if, as far as the world is concerned, and if observation is good, more observation is even better. Yeah. Of course, the endless universe can observe itself endlessly. You can say that its observation value equals infinity. That value may be absolute, but it isn't really not in mathematics. Infinity plus 1 exists. It's a value that even the universe could never reach as a singular, albeit why are these words so hard? Albeit infinite observer. I think I said it right. So it had to create new. So it had to create new infinite observers to add to its infinity. It needed to create sentient life. Sentient life is the plus 1. But when I put it like that, it sounds like all of us are extras at a party. Now that isn't fun. Uh, this vast mighty universe changed itself so meticulously to make to make new observers possible. It fine-tuned all of its systems so precisely just to have us here. It worked so hard just to share its one joy with us. Us, worthless insects. Oh no. Oh no, this can't be. That's cute. That's really cute. What's so cute? I should have expected this. I should have known the infinite universe would be infinitely cute. This world truly is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh god. I'm just gonna say the first name. Ira is missing. Huh? I look up from my desk. A low hum runs through. A low hum runs through the class. I'm sorry, viewer, but I have to. Grachivskaya. Grachivskaya. That's that. What? Seriously? She's just skipping? Nah, she ran off with that one guy. You saw? No, but come on, you know her. She's totally... Silence! The teacher taps her desk on... Jesus. The teacher taps her journal on the desk. Ira's parents filed a report yesterday night. They haven't seen her since she left for school. Another round of whispers. The teacher raises her voice. So if any of you have any information that might help in finding Ira, please report it to the teacher's office or the police after class. That is all. On to the lesson. A chair creaks in the back. Wait. You really expect us to just study like normal after hearing that? Yeah. Yeah, we're shocked, you know. We're worried sick. Seriously. Our classmate's missing. Our friend. Come on, man. Our friend. Our Irochka. Close enough. The room fills with repulsive giggles. Cut it out. Karen, sit back down. The teacher's voice sounds just as dry as it did when she broke the news. Oh, I should have been dry then. My bad. She turns toward the blackboard to write down the date. We all know the situation will probably resolve itself just fine. So let's not act dramatic. If you have anything valuable to say, I'll be happy to hear it in the office. She puts the chalk down and begins the lesson. It's December 19th. A bird flies past the window. Oh, music. Disappearance. Give me a break. Aren't you supposed to wait 3 days or something? That's myth. You can't file a missing report whenever, especially if it's a kid. Oh yeah. Hey, let's report each other as missing and see who they find first. Ha, you're on. No, but seriously, what's with the sudden hubbub? So she didn't come home. Big deal. I thought wandering off was her whole thing. Right? That's just come on, man. That's just Grachivskaya for you. Dude, I'm losing this. Bet her parents just want some attention. Not like they need any more of that. I mean, I've heard some weird cases. Yeah. Never say never, crazy is genetic. You think she's in some crack house now? No way. Do we even have any? I wish. At least there'd be something to be... Come on, Jesus, what am I doing? I wish. At least there'd be something fun to do. Honestly. Hey! But she's, like, for sure with the guy, right? The guy? You don't know? Bunch of people have seen them together. It's some older dude, he's like 30 or something. Ew! You serious? Yeah, it's so trashy. I slowly walk behind my classmates as we head to the next lesson. It's irritating. Their conversation is ticking me off, I'm not sure why. It's not as if they aren't making sense. It's not unusual for Ira to wander off somewhere on her own. I'm not treating this news with any real gravity. really, I'm no better than them. There is a trace of worry in my head, but it isn't directed towards Ira. Instead, when I first heard about her disappearance, the thought that flashed into my mind was rather ugly. Now nobody will come to save me. Gross. Wait. No, I think it's a regular voice. Gross. But regardless of what people are saying, and regardless of what I personally think, that's still a missing person. Her poor parents must be worried. Just picturing it makes me feel glum. I'm not surprised Ira would just run off somewhere without telling anybody, but still. It's not like we've ever been friends. It would be strange. It would be stranger if I acted all torn up about it, right? She's just that kind of person. Always getting herself in trouble, always hanging out in places she's not supposed to be at. They're right. This wouldn't be the first time Ira left for God knows where. But is it really true? The stuff they said about that older man. I've never seen or heard anything like that. Even though this whole time, I suppose it's plausible, knowing how some girls are. Even so, I never have thought Ira would be the type to be so love-struck. Come on! Oh, I'm in trouble. Even so, I'd never have thought Ira would be the type to be love-struck like that. Love-struck, huh? When I put it that way, then it's almost... Yeah, it's most definitely... Yeah, it's most definitely cute. Ira is love. Ira in love. Forbidden love, too. Wow, I'd never have guessed. I never took that girl for a romantic. But she is a girl at the end of the day. And she does like those type of books. So perhaps she was planning to elope all along. Oh, crap. Crap, it's all so complicated. I'm really torn on this, I really am. On one hand, it's super romantic. Such beautiful young love with no regard for what anyone thinks. It's so incredible. It's incredibly cute. Dude, do you know what cute is? Well, in your mind, yeah. But on the other hand, I'm really sad. It's selfish and it's dumb. But if Ira is really gone, it's like I've got nothing to hope for anymore. Hey, Shubina. You know something? You know anything about this? No. Why would I? Well, you two were pretty close, right? Their whole group chuckles. We weren't. No? No, not at all. Really? Really? I thought you two were dykes. What? They all interrupted in laughter. We weren't. We didn't even talk. God, found him, you dumbass! Grachivska's screwing the old guy. She ain't like that. I dunno. Some chicks swing both ways. You never know these days. Dude, I suck at laughing. I don't, it's... Look at her face. Chill out. Chill out, Chubina. We're just kidding, jeez. Why are you getting all scared anyways? You really a lesbo or something? I'm not. They just keep laughing. What can I even say to that? No matter what I do, they just keep laughing. If Ira came in through the door right now and heard what they were saying, all hell would break loose. I mean, she only disappeared a day ago. She's probably just coming late today. She doesn't even know there's a missing report. Maybe she has already left her lover's place. Maybe she's trudging through our snowy schoolyard as we speak. No. She's already inside. She's already left her wet puffy jacket in the cloakroom. And now she's going down the corridor, up the stairs, to the left. That's right, she's coming. She's gonna storm in any minute now. Right, that's it. I hear her. I can hear her footsteps. She's coming. Ira's coming. Is she? What's with that face? You look like you're holding in a shit. She's totally a lesbo. I'm not. I've never talked to her. I told you. The steps walk past the classroom. Now that they're closer, they don't sound like her at all. They never sounded like her in the first place. Well, maybe not with her, but like in general. Yeah, you don't have a boyfriend, right, Shubina? Why is that? Huh? I don't know. I just... Dude, look at her. Be real. Come on, don't say that. What? You want to be her boyfriend? Hey, Shubina, want to go out with Igor? Oi! What? Come on, he's a great guy. Right, Igor? You treat her right? Piss off, man. Piss off, man. I'm not doing this. I bit my tongue. There I go again. Bad habit. It's not like it works anyway, so why do I keep doing it? I plop down on my desk and start mindlessly flipping through the textbook. I need to stop indulging fantasies like that. It just makes me feel stupid every time. If Ira came in through that door and beat them up right then and there, would it really help my case? They'd probably keep saying those same things behind her back. And to my face. I guess it really would be for the worse. Yeah, I shouldn't have wished for that. If Ira saw that, it would just add fuel to the fire. So it's a good thing she didn't interfere. It's a good thing. It's a really great thing. At least these guys don't bother me for the rest of the day. Everyone's too preoccupied with gossip. I can't focus on studying either. I keep thinking. The last time I saw Ira, the teacher says her parents saw her leaving in the morning, but she didn't show up to the but she didn't show up to class. That part's nothing new. Ira has always had a bad attendance record, so I assume she skipped as usual and went to see that man they talked about. Did she go to him right away? Because in that case, yesterday evening. Go home, Asya. Is that like a chapter, or? I don't know. The teacher's office, was it? I'm kind of scared of going straight to the police. But I should probably report that. Not sure if it will be of any help. And for some reason, the idea of telling anyone what I saw, something about it just doesn't sit right with me. But there's no logical reason for that. I need to get over myself. Sure, she's probably fine. I know that. Freaking everyone knows that. But if she's not, well, I'm gonna regret it big time. Oh, but I might also be tearing star. Oh, but I might also be tearing star-crossed lovers apart. If Ira really ran away to be with someone that she cares about so deeply, away from society's ridicule, would it really be right to ruin it? Crap. I have to admit, I'm also a little judgmental. I mean, it's really beautiful. I do believe that judging love like that is ugly, ugly, ugly. But whenever I start to consider it closely, I just can't brush off how much older that man is. I just can't. Ugh. I'm really no better than the rest. Wait! That's it! So that's why I don't want to tell anyone about what I saw. It must be the good in me screaming, "Don't ruin their good fortune! They're probably so happy together right now. It's none of your business!" Gosh, yes, that must be it. That explains everything. Should I follow my heart then? Should I keep silent? It's not as if what I had seen will make a difference. It was kind of inconsequential. There's no point in telling anyone about it at all. It's not the kind of information that points to any particular location or culprit. Not that there is one. So let's keep silent and everyone will be happy. I'll be happy, the good irrational me will be happy, and the cold reasonable me will be happy as well. Yep. Good job, Asya, you solved it. It sure is nice to have a clean conscience. Well, no need to loaf around here any longer. Guess I better head home. Whoa. Counterpoint! I don't know if it's the character saying that or... Counterpoint! What if? Oh, okay. What if, and bear with me here, what if Ira is actually missing? Despite all odds, there's always a possibility that she is in danger. If there's even the tiniest chance that my report will help in finding her, then that info is worth providing. And if she really did elope with her beloved, then my testimony won't change a thing. It's worthless at worst. That's true. If I carefully weigh the pros and cons, that off chance of Ira being in danger and my words being the key to saving her makes for a strong argument. Whoa! My words being the key to saving her? Whoa, yeah! That would be so amazing! Then I'd come and visit her in the hospital and she wouldn't know how to thank me. She'd say, I shouldn't have. She'd say, I shouldn't have. She'd say, I told you to leave me alone, dummy. But then, I'd just shake my head and respond, it's nothing. I was just doing as I was supposed to. No, I gotta come up with something cooler. I'll need to think about that. Wait. Why is she in the hospital? I do hope Ira ends up in the hospital. Jeez, of course not. Oh, whoops. Do I hope Ira ends up in the hospital? Jeez, of course not. I don't need my freaking testimony to save her. I hope my testimony is useless because she's already home. Or is calling home. Telling her parents how happy she is with the love of her life. That's what I hope for. Ugh. I just keep having stupid thoughts today. At least I know what I should do now. I've made my decision. I'm going to the teacher's office. Where was it again? I doubt they expect anyone to come. I'll probably look kind of silly. Won't be the first time. Well, who cares? Walking, down the staircase to the right, down the hall. That's the teacher's office. Oh? A girl. There's a girl standing there, right by the door. I think I've seen her before. Is she an upperclassman?
Our town is really tiny, and so is our school. If I were a better person, I would know her name. Why don't you know her name? Hmm? She turns to look at me. I'm not sure what she is expecting, so I nod a little. Is there a queue? A queue? To the office. Oh! Oh no. I'm just waiting for someone. Ah, okay. Hey! What? You were Isa, right? Yes. How did you know? That's kind of a loaded question. How do we know anything? I mean, it's not like we have lots of faces to remember here. You know me too, right? Sorry. Really? Gah, what was that? Gah, that's what I was talking about. It's not that I don't care to remember everyone's names. I just don't know where other people get them from. They say that in tiny cities like this, everyone knows each other. But that's just not true. We learn about the people outside of our immediate circle through gossip or common friends. But I haven't made any new ones since the day Tasia left. And gossip. Sure, sometimes I overhear classmates chatting about this and that. But I don't like listening to them. I don't like their voices, so I try to not pay them too much attention. Wait. When I put it like that, it kind of does sound like my fault. My point is, when people regurgitate the idea of everyone knows everyone, the word everyone doesn't include me. My name's Marina. Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. You got something to share about Grachvieska? How did you know? What do you mean how? We had an announcement same as you. They told us to report to the teachers and all. Ah, I see. For some reason, I thought they only broke the news to us, Ira's classmates. But it makes sense they'd at least give the upperclassmen a heads up, just in case they happen to know her. Which means... You also know something... You also know something about Ira? Yep. Ah, that's great! So you talked to the teachers already? Sure did. Wow. And what did you tell them? That's between me and the investigation. You can't just spout an info like that out in the open, Asya. The walls got ears. Oh. I understand. Sorry. Okay, well, you don't have to apologize. Crap. I'm making an awful first impression. Not only did I know her name like I was supposed to, but now I look like I don't know the first thing about Villagents. Ugh. Who am I kidding? I really don't. I'll just go in then. Marina suddenly blocks my path. No you won't. I'm sorry? You're not telling them anything. She gestures with her finger to the tact of each syllable. Why? Because. A bad feeling stirs up in my chest. Please don't tell me it's gonna be the same thing as my classmates. Is this because I acted rude? I didn't mean to. Well, I never mean to. I just can't help it, can I? We just meet and I've already managed to mess everything up. Damn it! I desperately search her face for signs of mockery. but weirdly, I can't find any. I've been waiting for you. Huh? Yeah, let's not do that. Surprised? Of course I am. Of course I am. No, wait. This has to be some stupid ruse. I'm not going to believe this girl and then she will just laugh in my face about it. I'm serious. Ira told me about you. Really? Yeah. Oh gosh, they talked about me? Wow. I'm shocked Marina is being as friendly as she is, considering that kind of description Ira could give. Wait, does this mean she is a friend of Ira's? For some reason, I never thought about her having any, at least not at school. That is really presumptuous of me. I wonder what Ira is like when she's with friends. I know you saw her yesterday. Huh? I figured you'd want to report it, so I ran here as soon as classes ended. I guess it'd be easier to catch you between lessons, but I got so caught up in all of those stupid rumors. It kind of slipped my mind. She knows? But hey, what matters is that it all worked out. So why are you stopping me? Aha! Well, Marina looks around the empty corridor before lowering her voice. If you tell them about yesterday, you'll make everything worse. Huh? Let's not talk about this in front of the office, okay? Come on, let's go. She takes a step back and beckons me with her hand. I'm not sure what she has... Hold on. Well, viewer, found out I was having, technical difficulties with my mic. And so, I ended up closing out of the game. Forgot to save it, and, gonna have to start over, so looks like I'm gonna have to speedrun right back to where I was before. And after a while of skipping through a lot of stuff, I am finally at where I need to be. Alright, just in case, I'm gonna start right here after trying to figure out where I was last time. And so, wait, does this mean she's a friend of Iris? For some reason, I never thought about her having any. At least not at school. That was really presumptuous of me. I wonder what Ira is like when she's with her friends. I know you saw her yesterday. I figured you'd want to report it, so I ran here as soon as classes ended. I guess it'd be easier to catch you between lessons, but I got so caught up in all of those stupid rumors. It kind of slipped my mind.
She knows?
But hey, what matters is that it all worked out.
Why are you stopping me?
Aha! Well,
Marina looks around the empty corridor before lowering her voice.
is it back? God damn it. Well, made it go away, so there's that. If you tell them about yesterday, you'll make everything worse. Huh? Let's not talk about this in front of the office, okay? Come on, let's go. She takes a step back and beckons me with her hand. I'm not sure what she has in mind, but it doesn't seem like a prank. Still. Wait. I know Ira's probably fine, but isn't it better to play it safe? The faster we share all we know with everyone, the... Quiet, you! I just said that we shouldn't talk about this stuff where the adults can hear. Wah!
Marina grabs my hand and starts dragging me down the corridor. She's not exactly being quiet either. All of my stumbled protests sound so weak they might as well be white noise to the other girl. Yes, I spent half the day doubting whether I should report at all. So what? I carefully examined my options and came to my own conclusion. I deserve to see it though. I deserve to testify. But some part of me is relieved that the ultimate choice was made for me. I mean, that silly gut feeling I thought I overcame with reason has come out on top. So there was something to it in the end. So I was right. My heart was right. Sure, I can't actually know that since I'm yet to hear what Marina has to say. But this can't be pure chance, can it? And if it's not, what does it actually hinge on? Did Marina show up because the world needed to stop me for the sake of something more important? Or did Marina show up because I subconsciously wished for something, for anything to stop me? Whatever it was, I guess I don't mind this after all. I think I'll stick to the grander narrative angle for the time being. The world bending itself to the wall of some worthless gnat, wherever it is a preposterous idea. But it wouldn't be the first time for me, would it? And the fact that the world, for any reason, has decided to guide me toward the right path, that's so endlessly sweet. Down the stairs to the lobby, to the coat room, I don't resist anymore. Marina drags me along and I can feel my doubts turn into excitement. This is definitely the right path. This girl knows about Ira. I want to know more about Ira too. The whole wide world wants me to know. Ooh, different music? So, was that episode 1, or? Alright, just in case, I'm gonna make sure to save it at this point. So save, there. Okay, we're good, we're good. Return. Oh, what the hell is your problem? Everyone is looking for Ira, to Garen, to the chair that just Hold
I thought the music was cutting out for a second. Everyone is looking from Ira to Garen to the chair that just crashed on the floor next to the boy, barely missing him. Huh? Grajewska, the fuck? Is she insane? Somebody call the teacher! Not paying any mind to the commotion that has filled the classroom, Ira storms toward Garen. Wasn't she missing? Or I'll forget. I'll ignore it. For the purpose of this video, I will ignore it. Her face is contorted with rage. Before he can react, she rips the notepad from his hand and slams it onto my desk. I hastily grab onto it. Read that again and I'll kick your teeth in. Huh? Are you nuts? Ira doesn't respond. For a second, she just glares at him, then turns around and stomps back to her desk. The classmates who were caught up in a laughing fit just a moment ago are now watching her in silent bewilderment. They scoot out of her way as she retrieves her bag, then heads towards the door. Crazy bitch! She ignores him. Ah! Grotowska! Where are you going? Bump. Hey! Ira forcefully pushes past the teacher. You! Grotowska! What? What do you think you're doing? Your parents will hear about this! Her threat falls on deaf ears. Everyone knew Grachevskaya. Grachevskaya. Good enough. She's always been like that, I think. No, not throwing chairs around. Ira had no regard for the rules that everyone's supposed to follow. I guess they call someone like her a problem child. Her parents get a lot of flake for it. It's only normal in a town like ours. Not just because of its small size, but because of its, let's say, exclusivity. Come on, man. Let's say exclusivity. Yeah, probably good enough. I suck on my words. I'm sorry. I'm just so horrible with my words. I need to work on them. Oh god. Vorkuta 5 provides itself on a virtually non-existent crime rate. That's the natural consequence of nobody being allowed to enter or exit without a permit. You're lucky to be here, to have a salary higher than the national average, to have access to goods and people in the neighboring towns can't even dream of. Few get afforded with such privilege. Last time I checked, our population hasn't even hit 6,000. So when someone like Ira appears in this tiny society's radar, she's not just seen as a She is not just seen as a delinquent. She is a puzzling stain on the community that's meant to be spotless. Like a weed that sprouted in a painstakingly maintained flower garden. Of course, it's not as if she appeared out of thin air. It's all in the family, they say. The blame falls on the people's responsible. That is, on Ira's parents. And questions begin to arise. Why is Grachevskaya's daughter behaving like this? Is there trouble at home? Do they believe this is acceptable? Do they not teach her discipline? Do they not understand how fortunate they are? They've been granted so much, yet they can't do the bare minimum in raising their own child. Do they really want to be here? Do we want them to be here? I've heard a lot of talks like that. I've heard more after Ira threw the chair at Garin. I didn't get why. Everyone was just having fun, and it was my fault for bringing the notebook anyway. I was hoping to write a little in the library once school is done, but my bag slipped and all of the contents scattered on the floor. Of course they would get curious about it. Of course they'd want to read the silly things I wrote. It's not a big deal. It's not like I've ever taken poetry or drawing it very seriously. Those are just fun distractions, nothing more. If people laugh, well, what's it matter to me? I couldn't wrap my head around it. I couldn't. But I still wanted to thank Iris somehow. She rarely shows up to school, and even when she does, she can just leave at random. I couldn't get a hold of her for a long time because of that. Well, that, and also I was really scared. Ira has never as much as looked at me. Even when she lashed out at Garen, it was like I weren't even there. But 2 weeks after the incident, it finally happened. We crossed paths. I went to the bathroom during some lesson. I think it was math. I came in through the door. Oh, she's smoking! And there she was, blowing white smoke through the half-open window. I didn't even know she was at school. Oh, hi. Iris shot me a disinterested look. Hi. I awkwardly scuttled past her to one of the stalls. After closing the door, I realized I was so nervous I couldn't do any of my business. So I just sat there thinking about how I should approach her. It's not like I had some long conversation on formalities in mind. I just wanted to say thanks. In theory, it should have been easy. But wouldn't that make me look like a weirdo too? Assuming she did all of that for me. That would just make me look self-centered. I had no idea how much time had passed while I was in the stall. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 20 seconds? But when I heard what sounded like her getting off the windowsill, I swung open the door. Wait! Yes, that is my voice. Huh? I froze up. She stood next to the window, bag in hand. The cold draft wafted through her hair. I had to say something. I got this rare chance. The world gave me this rare chance to tell her what I wanted. But what am I supposed to say? Thank you? After I just tumbled out of the toilet stall? What? She raised an eyebrow. I just stood there with my mouth helplessly open, as if I just got mute, as if every word in the Russian dictionary got wiped from my brain. Sorry, viewer, you are not getting a Russian accent out of me because I cannot do a Russian accent. Whatever. No, wait, please. I took a step towards her and she jolted away like I were a leaper. I didn't know what I should say or ask. I just knew I had to say something, even if it was the first thing that popped to mind. What? What the hell do you want? Isn't it cold? Huh? The windowsill. When you sat smoking there right by the window, I thought you weren't you cold like that? Eh? She blinks. Not really. Silence. Maybe a little. Ah! I thought so. Anything else? No. I mean, yes, I'm sorry that you got in trouble. Huh? Well, I figured you I heard you got into a lot of trouble after that. You know, when Garen read my stupid poetry. I'm sorry for that. She eyed me for several seconds, which to me felt like an eternity. She eyed me for several seconds. I already said that. She then sighed and slowly flipped her hair back. And why are you apologizing? That had nothing to do with you. Well, I guess not. His voice was getting on my nerves. I see. I looked down on the tiled floor. I knew that was the case, of course. It's not like I was hoping Ira jumped in to defend my honor or anything of the sort. I wanted to thank her regardless of intent, but no matter how hard I thought and tried to word it, everything just came out sounding awkward or wrong. Why does this happen? The soles of her boots squeaked against the floor. She spun around and walked towards the door, and this time, I made no attempt to stop her. Your poetry isn't stupid. Huh? Slam! I stood there dumbfounded. Did she just say that? Did I hear it right? Your poetry isn't stupid. Does that mean she likes it? Ira likes my poetry? Ira Gritch... Come on, man. Ira Gritchovskia? The bell rang and snapped me out of my short-term stupor. The bell rang and snapped me out of my short-term stupor. I shook my head. Right. I need to get back to the classroom. I doubted Ira was going to be at the next lesson. I washed my hands from nothing in particular. Weeks passed. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then went to the library or for a walk, and then, when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Huh? My notebook. I just left to get a snack from the cafeteria. Where did it go? Oh, Shubina. We borrowed your homework for a second. You don't mind, right? It's fine. Thanks. By the way, is this supposed to be you? He lifts a scrap of paper up to me. Oh no. I forgot I left it in there. No. It's just a drawing. Yeah? You sure? It really looks like you if you were pretty. It's not me. Whatever you say. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say, "None of your business," if I did. And she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I started doing it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. It's embarrassing to think about it now, but... Ira! She just walks past me in the corridor. Not even a nod, not even a look in my direction. I guess I don't exactly stand out in a crowd, but... No, it's my fault for mumbling. I should have spoken louder. Even though it took all my courage just to muster that much. Even though I definitely think she should have heard it. Hey, Vadim.
What?
Remember when I gave you 50 kopecks? Can I have it back?
Huh? 50 kopecks? When was that again?
Last Friday.
Jesus. You remember things like that?
Can I have it back?
Man, I don't even remember taking it. You sure you're not making this up? Maybe you gave it to someone else.
No, it was you.
Jeez. I don't freaking know. It's half a ruble. Shubina. Who gives a shit? Yeah, why do you care so much? So petty. You probably just lost it or something.
My eyes keep snapping to the doorway. It's empty, of course. What am I waiting for? Even if she showed up, what would she do?
Mug him in front of everyone?
That would be really funny. Hey, stop thinking that. Maybe he really did forget. Who knows? I really shouldn't be upset. It's not that much. You could go grocery shopping with that, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not exactly starving. Lately, I've been eating too much junk anyways. Yeah, maybe if I eat less of this stuff, my skin will clear up. That'd be nice.
Asya, you don't use makeup at all, right?
No, I don't. We're not allowed to, though.
What are you saying?
They allowed it last year. Really?
Nobody's gonna send you home for it, haha.
Oh, that's good, I guess. These girls really talk to me. They're usually pretty nice though. At least when they're not joking along with the guys. I think one of them likes Vadim. She laughs a lot whenever he says anything to me. I suppose we have very different senses of humor. But you've never tried it before, yeah? Makeup? No, never. Seriously? You're like 15 already. 14. Wow, for 14, you have such a deep voice. Or a deeper voice. Same thing. You gotta learn to do it at some point. Especially with that complexion. Well, I'm not really... Hey, how about we help you out? Eh? Yeah. Just some light makeup. You'll see what it's like. I don't know. Come on, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, you're gonna love it. I have a feeling it's gonna end up really bad. But it's just a feeling. Alright, but... Yay! Come here then. I don't think people do unpleasant things on purpose. Nobody wakes up in the morning with the goal to make somebody feel bad. I really believe that. If someone is doing something hurtful, they don't fully understand it. So I shouldn't wish bad things on people who don't really know what they're being mean. I shouldn't wish for Ira to appear or interrupt them, or to scream at them, or punish them, or anything. I can still hear everyone laughing as I run out to the corridor. I'm covering my face. I don't need any teachers. I don't need any teachers seeing me like that. At least the toilet's close, so I can wash off this mess quickly. Puh. I should stop falling for these pranks, but... Bump. Aha! Sorry. I lifted my face without thinking. Oh no. Ugh. The hell? Ira jerks away from me. I can't blame her. I must look like an insane person. Yeah, I look awful. God, I can't handle her looking at me like that. I'm sorry. Huh? I run past her. Run. I just need to get to the restroom. I need to wash it off. Well, I knew it wasn't gonna work right, but yeah. After about a month, reality dawned on me. I kept telling myself about Ira's actions had nothing to do with me. She told me that much, and in no uncertain terms. She said that, and I kept repeating it again and again and again and again. But I didn't believe it. On some level, I still hold on to the faint hope that Ira pitied me, that she cared about me for God knows what reason. No, really, what was the reason? Her lashing out at the classmates she found annoying? The one who just so happened to make fun of me? Her not joining in? Her telling me that she liked my writings? She didn't even say that much. She said they weren't stupid. Oi! 3 coins clink against my desk. 20. 10. So he remembered. There. Thanks for the unforgettable night. Huh? Everyone around interrupts and snickers. Hey, you're a cheap deal. You free later? Nah. Very funny. Oh, please, Shubina. Get a sense of humor. Your face is dragging down the class morale. That's right. You're doing us all a disservice. Think of your classmates for once. I let myself believe something would change. I thought about it as if I deserved it. Sorry, I yawned. I thought about it as I deserved it. As if I didn't have it good enough before. As if my life had any real problems. I was just being greedy, plain and simple. Getting my hopes up over some silly coincidence. It's all so stupid, I can't help but laugh. But that's okay. I know better now. I was being ridiculous. It's shameful to admit to, but, better late than never, right? I get a little too caught up on my own little world. And hey, even if they didn't amount to anything, I can still appreciate those little encounters with Ira for what they were. Brief, but wonderful moments. I could reminisce fondly about the one time I looked out and saw Garen all scared and confused. Or that one time somebody gave my work a compliment, backhanded as it was. I could do that because everyone does that. Everyone has those little things that they look back on with a smile. It's beautiful in its own way, is it not? Our whole lives are a series of episodes, both good and bad. It doesn't matter if they grow to a bigger story, because each moment has a lot of merit of its own. It's something I should learn to be content with. It's something I've been perfectly content with until now. Until I decide that what I had wasn't enough. Speaking objectively, what is there to complain about? No, seriously. I live in the prettiest part of our vast country. I have a comfortable roof over my head and even my own room. I have 2 living parents. I have wonderful hobbies to enjoy. paper to write on, books to read, TV to watch. I buy myself treats almost every day after I'm done with school. I have good grades, and teachers tell me I have great potential. My classmates also recognize how studious I am. I help them with their studies when they ask me to. That's right. I've got classmates that I can always talk to. Guys I can always laugh along with, even if their jokes don't always land. Even if my sense of humor isn't the best, all of this, I have all of this. Right here, right now. Everything that a girl my age could ever ask for. Oh my god, I'm a girl? Yeah, let's not do that. So why did I act as if that weren't enough? Why the hell did... Hold on. There's a log. I can always go back. Why the hell did I even... Then we return. You idiot! What? Why the hell do you always go along with some bullshit? I'm so... Ira looks like she's going to slap me, but instead swings her boot against the snow hill. She then turns to me and starts roughly swiping clumps of snow stuck to my coat. My whole body feels slightly numb. When I start to speak, my voice comes out weaker than expected. Ira, how did you know I was here? It doesn't matter. I heard that asshole Garen giggling about it. Can you stand? Yeah. I clumsily get up. My limbs feel rigid. You know, you shouldn't sit on concrete when it's cold. I know you shouldn't sit on concrete when it's cold. I wouldn't normally, but there was nowhere else to sit near the school's back entrance, and my legs were starting to get tired. I half-heartedly shake the snow off my skirt and tights. The flakes fall gently on the ground below. I look at Ira. Her face is... Huh? The word concern flashed in my head, but I've already learned I'm no good at judgments like that. I shouldn't be presumptuous. It's a bad habit of mine. I shouldn't flatter myself. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. But the question escapes before I manage to cut myself short. So why are you here? What do you mean why? I told you Garen was bragging about slip. Okay, let me redo that. What do you mean why? I told you. Garen was bragging about slipping you that stupid letter. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Well, this doesn't have anything to do with you, does it? As soon as I say that out loud, I realize I messed up. I really did. Now she's going to punch me. Ira's going to punch me for real. She's going to punch me and then never speak to me again. I don't even say sorry, I'm just brace myself for the incoming blow. Physical, verbal, I don't care. I've earned it. No, not really. It doesn't concern me at all. It's just annoying. Is that so? Yeah. He pissed me off. And you pissed me off too. I don't freaking get you. You knew it wasn't real. There's no way you believed that, right? right? I I I didn't believe it. I'm not that stupid. I looked down on the moist, crumpled letter I forgot I was still holding. It's the oldest trick in the book. A love letter prank? Really? Who would fall for that? I stare at that shriveled up piece of paper, and something about its whole existence seems extremely sad to me. You wanna burn it? Huh? I have matches. Oh. No thanks. It's wet anyway. I fold the letter and shove it into my pocket. It will get damp inside, but I don't care. I can't throw it away. A fake confession is still a confession in the end. Those words didn't choose to be written insincerely. It's okay. Even if this whole thing isn't real. I met Ira today. Ira came. After all these weeks of praying, Ira came. Thank you. Eh? I smile at her. Even after I said I'd come to terms with it. No, right as I was saying it to you, to myself, to the world, I knew that I was lying. I couldn't throw away that last dumb scrap of hope I had. That small involuntary thought that crept into my mind whenever I felt slightly lonelier than usual. Even if it took so long, she finally came. I didn't do anything, really. Ah, flustered. I was flustered. Is she flustered? Really? That's cute. That's just so cute. Huh? What's with you? Ah, right. I'm grinning like an idiot. Sorry. I'm fine. Whatever. I'm going home. What? Already? Ira gives me a quick once-over. You take care. Yeah, okay. Bye-bye. We wave at each other and I watch her disappear behind the corner. I hesitate. Maybe I shouldn't. It feels like there's still so much I want to say to her. I don't know what or why, but I just know that it's a lot. I turn and walk a couple steps in the direction of my home. No. Changed my mind. I run back. Crap, my legs are still so stiff. Crap, my legs are still so stiff. I turn the same corner Ira passed not even a minute ago, and she's already gone. I sigh. The snow here isn't deep enough to leave clear footprints. Not that I'd be desperate enough to follow. Why does she always leave in such a rush? It's okay. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library or for a walk, and then it got dark. I headed home, day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say, "None of your business," if I did. And she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I had bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I tried to take new routes. And as naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Again and again. Walking and walking, praying and praying. Do you assholes ever shut up? Huh? Ugh, this bitch. Nobody saw Ira enter the class. Everyone was too busy whistling and laughing. And she caught me in a really dumb pose. Well, that's on me. I wouldn't have chosen Dare if I knew she'd see me like that. Though choosing truth than when playing with these guys, I'm not sure what's worse. Oh well. I'm saying all this, but I got what's coming to me. I choose to embarrass myself as I did so. I kept begging, wishing as hard as I could for Ira to appear, and so she did. And now, despite the overwhelming shame, I feel so happy that I might explode. Ira walks to her desk, barely paying me a passing glance. All the boys skirt out of her way, only Garen doesn't. Move. Nah. What's the rush? Come play with us too. Huh? Dude, you serious? Come on. Have some fun for a change. Look. Shubina's having fun. Right, Shubina? Please don't look. Yes. Yes. See? Ira doesn't flinch. Out of my way. Or what? Gonna throw a chair at me? To everyone's surprise, Ira calmly puts her bag on the nearest desk. She starts digging through it without saying a word. Garen lets out an awkward chuckle. What, got a grenade in there or something? She looks at him. What? Come on. What are... Swish. Whoa! Garen Whoops. Garen jumps back, bumping into another student. Is it a knife or... What the fuck? Everyone shifts away. What was that? Huh? What the hell? Ew. Something silvery shines in Ira's hand. It's... a bow compass. Is that... Are you serious? She doesn't say anything. The room fills with low murmurs that quickly turn into jeers. Psycho, nutcase, crazy bitch. Ira lowers the compass and makes her way to her desk, looking unbothered. It's just like the last time. Ira moves and saves me without acknowledging my existence. Maybe some onlookers. No. Most people will think she didn't plan on helping me at all. And that's what I'm inclined to think as well. Yet, my unreasonable heart's still elated, and I'm getting some really silly thoughts. The 2 times when Ira lashed out at Garen were the 2 times she saw him laughing at my expense. That can't be a coincidence, right? Of course it can. It was only 2 times. 2 times and weeks apart. You'd be an idiot to think otherwise. Yes, I guess you're right. It's the only logical train of thought. I should agree. I would agree. If only... I didn't do anything, really. If only Ira didn't show up that day. It's been 2 weeks since then and I haven't stopped replaying that moment in my mind. Over and over and over and over and over. I didn't get sad about Ira ignoring me at school or anywhere anymore. Because in that moment, I got all the justification I could ask for. It was everything that I could have hoped for. But I'm still a very greedy person. It's still not good enough. I still keep looking for her when I'm out. It's almost ridiculous how hard it can be to catch a person in a town this small. So, at some point, I started to wonder. I saw my classmates regularly just out and about. Strolling along the main street, at the courtyards, at the community center, at the store, at the cafe, they weren't hard to run into. But it was as if Ira spent all of her free time at home. Which could be the case, but didn't sound like something she would do. From what I heard, she could assume... From what I heard and could assume, she didn't have the best relationship with her parents. Spending hours on end in a home like that every day? No, I really doubt that. The other more probable option was that she preferred the outskirts. Maybe she didn't want to be bothered. That sounded like her. Well, despite that being highly likely, I was hoping to do that. Bother the heck out of her. I felt almost brave about it. Ira could totally get pissed. She could push me away. She couldn't even attack me. Whoa. But for some reason, I really didn't think she would. My breath halted. Oh? Hey. Hi. The vents near the research institute expel hot air. Nobody really goes here, aside from the staff coming out for a smoke. I never ran into any, but the ground here is littered with cigarette butts. So that's a safe bet in my book. Why is Ira here out of all places? Again? How many times can you buy into these stupid pranks? They seriously sent you all the way here. What? No! I didn't get any letters after that. I'm just taking a stroll. A stroll? Here? Yes! Okay. Ira gives me an incredulous look. Do you, like, smoke? No, I don't. Why? It's a smoking area. Yes. I know that. You want to try then? What? Smoking? Mm-hmm. No, thank you. Okay. She shrugs. Buh. Awkward start. I can't let it end here. I need to just... And what about you, Ira? What about me? Why are you here? Why are you at the institute? Yeah. Something like that. Something like that? My mom works here. She forgets her lunch sometimes. Oh! You bring her lunch? Wait, let me do that. Oh! You bring her lunch? That's what I said. That's so sweet. I mean, it's really nice you look out for your mom. It's whatever. It's not. I know it's not. With all I've heard about her family, the fact that she still goes out of her way like that, it's really amazing. The thought of doing something like that for my parents has never crossed my mind. I mean, if I were told to deliver something, I would. But Ira's different. She wouldn't do something just because she was ordered to. She'd just have to really care about it. Crap. That proves it. Ira and I weren't cut from the same cloth. When I spend my days looking for excuses to stave off the minute I have to come home, Ira is looking, packing lunch, and carrying it to the edge of town. That goes against everything I've heard. But it makes so much sense. That's why I never see her on the street. That's why she doesn't have the time to sit at the cafe. That's why she doesn't idle away at the community center. That's why she's such a caring person. That's why I'm such a piece of trash. Oh no! No. She only said her mom forgets her lunches sometimes. Lunches are prepared in advance. It doesn't take that long to get to the institute, even if you walk from the other side of town. Yes, that's true. She'd still have plenty of spare time. This doesn't work. This explanation doesn't work. Ira, where'd you go? Oh. Ira walks back to the building. Do I really need an explanation? It's none of my business. I'm not so delusional as to believe we're close enough to share something like that. That'd be nice, but it's not how things work. Things work like this. When Ira's in the room, Karen doesn't talk to me as much. When she isn't, I wish she would be. Your friend's not here to whoops. Your friend's not here today? Who? Who do you think? Oh, she's not really my friend. You're Pitbull then? Pitbull? Hey, that's spot on. You can't make a harmless joke like that, chick. Hold on. You can't make a harmless joke around that chick without her throwing a connection. Dude, I am losing so much to these words. It's not funny. You can't make a harmless joke without that chick around for her throwing a cannabis fit. I don't know that word, so I'm just gonna skip it. It's annoying as shit. They think we're friends? Well, not really, but it looks like they've picked up on it. On Ira reacting like that to me and being used as a laughingstock. So it wasn't just me. It's not just my wishful thinking. That's nice to hear. Even if I still don't know for sure, it's the most comfortable thing I've heard out of Gern's mouth to date. At least she barely shows up. Yeah, they'll probably kick her out before New Year's with that attendance record. Good riddance. That's right. Ira can't possibly be meeting the minimum. My voice is getting hoarse a little bit. That's right. Ira can't possibly be meeting the minimal attendance requirements. I don't know about her grades, but... Wait, I don't think they can expel her. Huh? Why not? We're the only school in town. Where else is she going to go? Damn. Good point. Whew. Well, her parents can just send her away. You mean to another town? Yeah. To a relative or something. No. Oh man. Now that you say that, everyone, pretend to be surprised when that happens. No. I hate how they're right. I hate that I can see that happening. Everyone talks about it. How Ira's a nuisance to her household. She's been like that for a long time. But still, she forgets her lunch sometimes. I'm not doing that. My voice is always starting to hurt, so I'm not screaming. That can't happen. No. It can't. It's not fair. It's not fair. They can't just send her away. She can't go. She's so nice. She cares. She does. Maybe she's not for me, but for her family. What? See, my voice is getting affected. But for her family, why would they send her away? That's just too cruel. They can't do that. If they do, then it would be all over. If they do, then I won't. We just started. I don't know what. I can't even call it talking. I don't know what it is, but that doesn't matter. Even if she just tolerates me. Even if she doesn't want anything to do with me, I don't care. I'll be right back. I need water. Oh my god, I'm so thirsty. Wait, what is that over there? Is that water? Hey, pretty baby, I see you over there. Can I get a bottle of Can I get a bottle of that H2O? And I'm back from the water, I know to say. Oh, the days have gone their separate ways. And I'm back. Feeling a little bit more refreshed. And here we go. Even if she doesn't tolerate me, even if she doesn't want anything to do with me, I don't care. This can't happen. This physically cannot happen. So many pictures. I raise my head and look out through the window. The snow is falling lightly on the yard. The dark pine branches sway under its weight. The long gray clouds glide placidly across the tundra. I'm assuming I said that wrong, but whatever. Far past the fences, past the mountain ridges, so far away that I can't picture it. So far away that my mind circles twice around the earth and comes back to the spot I'm sitting in. This world is way too gentle. It's been too kind to an ungrateful brat like me. So, if I've earned this world's good graces, why can't a person so much more deserving do the same? What does a person like that have to do? And is there anything that I can do? A bird flies past the window. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman! Ira. What? I'm really using up all of my luck these days. Ira sits smoking in the girl's bathroom just like she did when I first talked to her. Some snowflakes flow into the room and stick in her hair. It's gotten colder. Maybe you shouldn't sit so close. I know you don't like going to classes as much, but you can really get kicked out like that. Is that why you came here? To tell me that? I know that. I'm not stupid. I don't think you are. Do you just really not care? Everyone says that you'll get sent away, and that your parents will send you to live with a relative. Is that true? Probably, yeah. Of course it's true. I knew it was true when I asked the question. Maybe if you just cleaned up. If you stop skipping now, then maybe you won't have to go. And if you're having a hard time with studies, I can help. We could go to the library or something, and then there's 1 month left. It's not gonna work. I get it. My voice is shaking. It's better if I keep staring at my shoes. It's okay. That's about what I expected. Of course, I knew it's pointless to cram at this point. It was just an excuse. A selfish ploy to get some scraps of Ira's time before she goes. I wonder, did I do the same when Tazia moved away? It's only been 3 years, but now that I think back to it, it's all so hazy. I was a very different person then, I'm sure. At least, I probably didn't humiliate myself like this. Hey. Thanks. No, I didn't do anything. It was a dumb suggestion. It was nice of you. Nice. Right. She doesn't know. She thinks I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. It's just not fair. She really is too good of a person. Are you not going to the toilet? Oh, actually, since you're here, have you seen anyone hiding a diary nearby? Diary? Yes. You know, the one we use for classes? Maybe you've seen something like that lying around. Ira's expression darkens. Oh, don't worry, we were just playing a game. I guess the guys got a little carried away. I've checked the whole class in the corridors. It's probably somewhere really obvious, but I'm just no good at that kind of stuff. When I hid Igor's pencil case, they found it right away. Igor's. Without saying a word, Ira storms past me, but I grab onto the edge of her dress just as she's about to leave. Wait! I said it's fine! We were playing a game, really! Please. Don't get into more trouble because of me. I wasn't going to. Huh? I have an idea where it is. It was Garen, right? No, Shurkov. Same difference. She walks out to the corridor, I tag behind. I'm not sure what place Ira has in mind, but it becomes immediately clear when she makes a sharp turn to the right. Wait, serious? She swings open the door to the boys' restroom and loudly marches in. Gah! Some poor guy tumbles out, almost colliding with me. Ah, sorry. We're sorry. He turns and shakes his head at me in disbelief. I mean, what's there to say? I follow Ira to the bathroom. Ugh, the smell is so much worse than this one. I look around to see Ira's hand reaching above one of the stalls. Ah, there it is. My diary. Right by the tiny windows at the top. Ira steps on the toilet bowl. Please be careful. I'm fine. She grabs onto the flush tank secured way above. Then, using it as an anchor, she reaches for the windowsill. Catch! I clasp the diary in my hands. It's really been here all along? I look up at Ira, who is now awkwardly trying to get down. Wow, hey, thank you. Yeah. Ow. What? Pam!
Bitch went down.
Ira almost loses her balance and jumps just in time. The bowl makes a loud cling as she hops off. Whoa. Are you okay? Yeah. Let's get out of here. You think it's broken? Dunno. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. Huh? But why would I be in the men's toilet? Gross. Aha, I see. Thank you again. Mm-hmm. How did you know it would be in the boys' room? You think Shirak would go into the ladies' room? No. I suspected they put it there. I just didn't have the courage to enter. You can't keep doing this. I know. I should have checked there from the start. Instead of running around the whole school like a... No. You can't keep going along with it. It was just a game. It wasn't. No, really. We were just playing around. Bullshit! You know damn well what they were doing. They're not your friends. I never said they were. Then why don't you tell them to piss off? For once in your life. I can't. You like being a victim that much? Phew. It won't get any better if you keep doing this. It'll only get worse. It's not that bad. And I wouldn't... I can't. I can't just say something like that to them. I'm sorry. Why the hell not? Well, it wouldn't be right, and for the love of... It's not like I've ever tried it before. But when I say something, they just make fun of me. And nothing changes. So freaking what? Who cares what they say? Just don't bother them then. Just don't bother them. I'm not like you. I can't just do that. I can't act like I don't care when everybody's laughing. I can't look at people and hide like that. And when I go along with it, at least they talk to me. And I know you're okay on your own, but So what's your plan? Huh? That's it? You're gonna spend the next 3 years like that? Seriously? She exhales sharply. She doesn't even look annoyed anymore. I get that. I'm also disappointed in myself. Asya. Yes? You know I'm leaving soon. That's right. I understand what she is getting at. The unspoken rule Garen and his friends has been sticking to. Holding themselves back when I was around. The real cowardly reason I'm so terrified of her going away. I don't know what to do. Well, why can't I stop? The hand she's been dealt is so much worse than mine. But here I am whining and clinging to her like a leech. I should be the one helping. I should be the one telling Ira to get her act together. And yet, I can't think of a single thing to give her. Write me a poem. Huh? A poem? Why? What kind of question is that? Because I liked him. Oh, really? You liked him? You liked my poems? Why else would I ask? Thank you very much. I mean, yes, of course. I'll write one. Do you want it to be about something, or maybe a specific metric? I don't care. Anything. I'll write. I'll think of something, and then I'll try. Yeah, you do that. Ira checks her wristwatch. I gotta go. See you around, I guess? Already? Yeah, alright. See you around. She waves her hand and leaves. I watch her walking down the empty corridor. Empty. I've really stayed in school for way too long. The shadows stretch along the way, tall and dark. My heart is pounding. I should get going too. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library or for a walk, and then, when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes. She vanished during breaks. I never asked where to. I kept imagining scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I tried to take new routes. And as naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Ah! Oh my god, they bumped into each other again? Oh? Ira! Hi! What are you doing here? Ira points to a cigarette. Oh no, I mean... what are you doing at the center? Center, wherever. I came to return some books. Oh! So you go to the library? What were you reading? Stuff. You don't want to say. You won't like it. Huh? Why not? Ira looks like she's really weighing down the pros and cons of exposing me to her taste in literature. Did she read something she shouldn't? Maybe she thinks it's too dark or crass for someone like me. That's kind of unfair though, isn't it? You know, the other week I finished The Plague by Camus. Never read it. It's about a physician trying to save a town from an epidemic. It's very visceral. But I enjoyed it a lot. Not sure I agreed with the message, though. Yeah? What was it? It was, basically, it's that evil isn't it... Oh, hold on, I got this. It was, basically, it's that evil is an inherent part of life. Oh. It's that evil is an inherent part of life. You can try warding it off, but it will never be for good. And even if you do anything in times of crisis, there will always be some greater force spiking your guns. Yeah, sounds about right. Huh? I guess there are some people okay in the world. I guess there are some okay people in the world. But there's a lot more dirtbags. Really? That's a pretty depressing way to look at it. That's how it is. I don't know if I agree. At least I've never met someone I'd call a dirtbag. You serious? Garen's right there. Garen? Well, he's not that bad. Uh-huh. Really? Wait, no. Uh-huh. Really, I don't think he means it. I'm sure everyone's trying the best they can. Most people wouldn't want to cause anyone pain, right? I actually, I think that's something Camus and I can agree on. Yeah, right. If everyone's so nice, why is all that greater evil coming from? Where's all that greater evil coming from? You think it's some natural phenomenon? No, of course not. There are things we perceive as painful in the moment, and there are really horrible, awful things happening every day. But I don't think it's right to call them evil. Evil is intentional. Evil's intentional. Those things don't come from bad intentions. Sadness, loneliness, misunderstanding, fear, but not evil. There was this famous judge, Dionysus, something from ancient Greece, I think. I think, anyway, he said evil is not a being, for if it were, it would be totally evil. Evil has no place among being. Okay. Okay, so Hitler's not evil? Hey, that's a rather extreme example. But it's not like he was born that way, was he? I mean, it wasn't his natural quality, I don't think. So, the point still stands. He grew up and became evil as hell. Hold on, let me do that again. So the point still stands. He grew up and became evil as hell. Evil exists. It's freaking everywhere. Just because there's a reason for it doesn't make it better. Of course not. I just don't like when it's described as something. Omnipresent. What? It's like... It doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is... Oh, whoops. What did I... Huh. Well, you can do that with the left mouse click. You know, I'm maybe 2 hours into this. I'm still learning stuff. Oh. Okay, okay. It's bad that I'm learning this now. It's like, what I'm trying to say is, we weren't born with some evil force inside us. I doubt the universe is any better. What? The universe isn't a person. Of course it's different. Well, yes, it's not. I know that. But it's kind of a being, right? I mean, since every being is pure by default, so is the universe, because it's the idea of being itself, right? And, I'm not making any sense, am I? You're not. Sorry. It's whatever. It's whatever, about what I'd expect. What does that mean? You're weird. You say weird things. For a second I feel a lump rising in my throat. But then I realize something. Ira doesn't look annoyed with me. In fact, it's like she's not repulsed by me at all. I don't really get it, but it must be nice being able to think that way. Like, everyone's good deep down. Like, nobody would ever hurt someone on purpose. That's the sweet world you're living in. How do you do it? If I were you, I'd be angry as hell. Aren't you pretty angry already? Angrier. Whoa. Even angrier? Yes. I'd be 100 times as pissed. Scary. You bet. I imagine Ira throwing 100 chairs. 100 chairs flying towards 100 Garens. Chairs flying, bow compasses swinging. Ira is like a bow. Oh, come on, man. Ira is like Bod Histi of Ava. Bod his Atava. Bodhisattva. Dude. I cannot say that word. So, let's skip it. Dozens of hands. Half are for folding. Half are for holding furniture. Half are for stationery. A halo of chairs and compasses. A halo drawn with a compass. Every new compass draws another halo. 100 more compasses, 100 times more halos. Ira is surrounded by 100 halos. We talk for a little while longer. Just idle chatter while she finishes her smoke. I tell her about some of the books I've recently read. My impressions, my interpretations. I'm not exactly used to sharing those. So my thoughts come out sounding dumb and crumpled. She keeps listening though. Every time I say something, I search Ira's face for signs of boredom. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but I can't find anything of the sort. Oh jeez. I feel so happy I might die. I gotta go. She puts out her cigarette butt. Oh, really? Yeah, plans. I understand. But, some of those novels sounded kind of interesting. I'll check them out if I don't forget. Really? Please let me know if you do. And, sorry for that stupid philosophy talk. Can you shut up with the freaking apologies? I just said thanks. Sorry. Ira gives me a look so threatening I cut myself off. Right. I hope you enjoy them. She nods in approval. Phew. Oh, and the books I read? They were, yes? Angelique, I think that's the right word? By Anne Golan. And... Alright, just in case, if this is an actual book, I'm gonna look it up real quick. Angelique. Angelique. The romance series? It's historical. It's not just lovey-dovey stuff, you know. I know my mom really liked them. They seem wonderful. I never got to reading them, and I didn't really expect you to be into. They're fine. It's not like I'm a huge fan or anything. you're not. It's just that if you want to read something historical or whatever, they're alright. Okay. I'll remember that. Ira looks like she's about to say something else, but then turns on her heels and stomps away. See you. Yeah, see you around. Yeah, see you around. Ira disappears down the street. There she goes again. My body leans against the frigid wall. My legs are weak. We talked. Ira and I really talked. I never would have guessed. It was even nicer than I imagined. And I had no idea. So she likes books like that, huh? Ira likes novels like that. It's so wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. Every new thing I learn about her is more wonderful than the last. I need to meet with her again. I want to talk more. Maybe next time she'll tell me a little bit more about herself. It kind of feels like I hogged the entire conversation. Now that I think back to it. That was really self-centered of me. Next time, I'll have to ask Ira more questions. I'll ask her more about the book she likes. Maybe we could talk about movies. I wonder what her favorites are. Does she also like romance films? That would be cute. I usually prefer detective films, but I really enjoy all kinds of movies. So if she wanted to watch something, maybe we could even go to the cinema. That could be so much fun. It's been a long time since I've gone there. I need to see her again. Did I say it? Yeah, I did say it right. Alright, so just in case, so viewer, I'm starting to get tired, my voice is getting hoarse. I'm gonna save it right here. And so there's a slight, actually there's like a 50-50 chance. This is all going to be one long video, which since I basically have like almost no subscribers, it's not really good for me, because since I want to stick to the shorter videos. But it's either going to be I'm either going to cut it off right here, post it, or I'm going to go back to right here and well, you'll see.